Hello everyone, and welcome back to Novice to Nightmare Plays Oxygen Not Included on Hovel. You'll notice it's a few cycles since the end of the last playthrough. I've just done a few things in the background, and I had some audio issues, so I kind of cancelled the last playthrough, or the last attempt at this playthrough, sorry. The last attempt at this episode, there we go, that's what I meant to say. We capped off this natural gas geyser. One thing I originally did was tear out this gas pipe, which was a mistake. I want to clear this area out of its kind of little pocket of natural gas first, so that I can start to core this area out a bit. So we're using that for now. But with that done, I wanted to go down here and explore this geyser and find out what it is. So that's what's next. Otherwise, I was just trying to decide on what to do for food. We do have plenty of it. Oh. I mean, we have plenty of it, but we also have people who are very stressed. The reason for that is the way I got this capped off was I sent everyone in here. I really wanted it done, and I kind of, ripped the bandage off, or the band-aid off, I suppose, if you're an American, and I put all of this to urgent priority, which meant everyone ran in here. Everyone got incredibly stressed by popped eardrums. There's very high gas pressure in here, and also dunking themselves in this little liquid lock that we have. So yeah, everyone got very, very stressed by that, especially our builders and Otto, our researchers. So they're not having a good time. I really hope that Hassan doesn't starve during an ugly cry. That would be quite tragic. But I am convinced that we need some more duplicants on the team, as long as they're the right fit. And you, Rowan, might be. You don't have much in the way of negatives. Suit wearing, you'd be a good runner, and we can take on runners. I mean, we have so much food, we just don't have the oxygen, but it's not hard to build a second one of those, and we have plenty of water now. So yeah, Rowan, welcome to the team. You're going to be running around the place like crazy. So how about tidying, supplying, and storing? Thank you. Welcome to the team. We've got just enough beds for 11. We'll queue up a few more. I want to boost the population because things have been too slow. I'll zoom out a bit. Whoops. Yeah, that wasn't my best attempt. How about that instead? We'll try and boost the population up, yeah, closer to 20 duplicants. That means I can build another spawn, but that's fine, I can do that. We have plenty of water because it's all coming out of this. It's not getting crazy hot either. It's a little bit toasty, but nothing unmanageable. What temperature is the water in the lines? Yeah, it's quite hot, which might start to stress our cooling out, but it's fine for now. Now, did Hassan starve? Oh, he's very close. Nah, he's got 400 calories. He'll be just fine. I want to boost the priority on this. All the way up to a 9 works for me. Really want to find out what that geyser is, so I know what we're working with and how to play from now on. And then I'll put these all to 8s, and then we'll get moving on actually recruiting some duplicants instead of turning everyone away. I do feel like play has been a little bit slow so far, so sorry if that's been annoying anyone, but we'll get things moving. 20 duplicants is not too hard to support. But the way I want to do it is not by having just a massive mealwood farm. It requires dirt, which I'm sure we have plenty of. Yeah, we have so much dirt. And that's really all you need for these to survive. They need to be at the right temperature, good atmosphere around them, and yeah, just give them tons of dirt. I could put in fertilizer type stuff, but I don't have a renewable source of phosphorite, which is one of the ingredients in it. Could farm Dracos, but I could farm Dracos for plastic and stuff. But as I said, I think a little while before, I mean, mealwood's not very good for quality food. I could move to fungal spores, but I don't have a renewable source of slime. Nosh beans, I've never really worked with them. They need to be very, very cold, which has been a challenge, but it's doable. They need a lot of ethanol as well, and ethanol is not something that I will come by quite easily because I don't have many trees. So I would need to set up a separate tree farm, and that would require a lot of upkeep as well. So I'm not sure I'm entirely up for that. How much upkeep does a tree take? Oh, just egregious amounts of polluted water. 70 kilos a cycle. That's terrible. And I could wild farm them using pips, but I don't really like doing that. So, for now, yeah, that's probably not the way I'm going to go. I'd love to use bristle blossoms, but I think they're dependent on a certain starting map. So that's a no-go. Which leaves sleetwheat, which is actually really what I'd like, but the odds of having an ice biome on this map, given how it currently looks, are quite slim. So I want to explore a bit more. This is quite high priority, or I mean will be, because I want to look over there. Now, do we have any telltale signs of interesting stuff on the map? No more natural gas geysers that I can see. We must be very close to the edge of the map on that side, but we still haven't hit it. I could core up even farther. What's the... Oh, people will start getting scalded if I try to do that, won't they? Yeah, probably. I'd like to explore upwards there a little bit more. I guess I could do it along here. Just like that. And now we don't care about that bit of chlorine getting in here. So why not go all the way up towards space? These can be 7. And 7. Well, hang on. That can be a 7. And that'll get done eventually. We do have all the research that we're going to get at this stage, which is good. Oh, maybe bar 1. Oh yeah, we missed a few, didn't we, on the last... Another thing I've done is I threw a plant pot in there, just so that we can get a buddy bud seed, which means that they'll smell flowers. These buddy bud seeds throw off kind of, well, I guess it's pollen, or something equivalent to pollen, and the duplicants get a kind of stress debuff. Debuff? They get less stress if they smell it, so that's good. So I'll get one of those moved in. And we only have one. What was that warning about? Starving. You'll get some food. Yeah, they're all getting down here where there's nothing to breathe. So let's put I queued up an algae terrarium to be built down there, which is quite vital. And we're getting a little bit closer to finding out what that is, but not much. And this is a nice safe biome, so if that isn't too hot, yeah, we can just go whoom, right across there and find out what's down below. And similar over here, and then up and up on either side. Because I'm not liking that I don't know what I'm kind of playing with. Can also go across on this side, actually. How about something a bit like that? Then we can walk down there. That can be a 6, why not? But yeah, we'll find out a little bit more about what's on the map. This has still got a lot of natural gas to go, and this is probably overpressurized, yeah. But that's fine, we don't care about that little bit of waste, or at least not too much. So let's get some of the map cored out, I suppose. Smelled flowers, see? Having one of these in helps a lot. It'll very quickly fill up this whole area with floral scent, which is good. Yeah, starvation warnings. Oh well. Yeah, I want to see if there's an ice biome. I'd love some sleetwheat. It's not too hard to farm. We could always go with lettuce, but lettuce on its own isn't a particularly great food. It's very easy to make though. You just gotta have a saltwater geyser and then cool it down a little bit. And it doesn't give them that much of a boost is the only problem. It goes from, currently we're at meal lice, which is -1, and that goes to 0. So, not great. But from a quantity perspective, there's loads of the stuff. One little bit of lettuce gives off like 5,000 calories, 4,500 I think. So, that would be quite good to have. None of these have thrown off any lettuce yet, which is a shame. Some of it's actually rotting. Or rotted. Oh, there must have been a poke shell there that died. Oh well. Yeah, no lettuce to tell of. Anywhere, actually. We could go there. From quantity perspective, there are loads. Maybe. Who's to say? We'll find out what's on the map first. So let's see if I can uncover a bit more of this. Now that's quite an exciting discovery. We have a copper volcano. I like seeing copper volcanoes. They're quite easy to tame. You just need, I think, one steam turbine to do it. So that's quite good. That's a very, very toasty material. But yeah, you know what? I think on another playthrough I was able to tame one of these and use the excess kind of cooling that it was able to throw off to liquefy oxygen. That's maybe a fair bit further down the line, but still, it's good to see one. They're not too hard to tame and you get plenty of copper out of it, so yeah, I'm not going to complain about that. That looks like a sign of a geyser. It's just very temperate, and there's nothing on this map that's temperate unless it's something interesting, as a general rule. Yeah, we're uncovering a little bit more of the map. Oh, that was probably a horrible skip, actually. I meant to jump us back to that view. Oh well. Live and learn. Oh, we got another little starting biome type section. Yeah. Yeah, you can really learn to spot these geysers a mile off, which is good. But yeah, I'm not going to uncover you yet. Although you even have a little bit of salt water that I can just leave in there in the taming process. We'd need a little bit of metal to get it built though. Oh, no, we'd need steel. Steel is definitely what we'd need in that case. Yeah. So for now, we'll leave it be. That's a future project, but not a too distant future, I don't think. So yeah, let's get in here and have a go finding out what you are next. This geodormant map still has quite a lot of geysers. If anyone knows a seed that has even fewer, I'm all ears. Now you were starving, but why is your change high? Oh, you're our bottomless stomach. Devin, you are our high investment duplicant. You're at risk of starving at all times. 2,500 calories a cycle gives him barely breathing space before he starts to starve. That's worrying. So if Devin goes, this is me officially apologizing in advance, because I do struggle to keep track of that kind of thing. They just starve so quickly in this game, in this mode especially. But enough excuses. Okay, slowly getting to find out what's around. Oh, maybe another geyser? Or it could nearly be the surface. It's pretty high up. It's close at least. How is this for temperature? Body temperature, too high. Madness. Yeah, having this having this pretty toasty water sitting right there is not helping. So I'm actually gonna insulate this little wall. It's a very minor point, but might help. Yeah, woof. It's leaking out at a crazy rate. I'd even be tempted to insulate some of this piping that's going around it, especially the very close by, like just that segment there, and that segment there, because the heat gets deleted when it reaches the electrolyzers anyway. Oh, and it sits there for a while. You know what? Just a few sections of insulation can't hurt. They can be 7. They're not super high priority. That was a higher one. Oh, you know what? I know what would solve that problem. Well, no. Slow the problem down. That's kind of the attitude we've been going for. That's just gonna make it move over to the right a bit, which, yeah, I'm not gonna complain about. Oh, maybe not do there. Yeah, that'll just shift it over a little bit. Let's put some infrastructure in. There we go. So less heat kind of sourced there. A little bit more over here. Just delays that problem, and also means it has to do a little less work. I mean, the heat will leak above and below, but yeah, there's probably some magic in there that means that this'll help a bit. Just the less heat that this can throw off before it reaches the electrolyzer, the better, is kind of how it works, I think. How's the temperature in there? Yeah, not too high. Having the spirals in there, I think, certainly helps. Not our little Pip, just trapped forever, running laps. He seems pretty happy though. In fact, I can tell for a fact that he's happy. Bit hungry though. Understandable. Cannot blame him trapped in there. Now, let's hopefully accept a duplicant. Okay, not convinced by Nicola. Liam's okay. Oh, a digger would be nice, actually. We do have a few though. And an operator. Don't really care about ranching, especially not a +7. Flatulence fine. But we don't really need an operator. We've got Otto for that, and he's got nothing else to do, research-wise, really. Yeah, Liam, welcome to the team, especially when we're exploring. That's quite nice. Welcome aboard. Do we have another Liam? Nope, we might have lost a Liam at one stage. Oh, I'm so used to accepting runners that I went to queue him up as one. Nope, you're a digger. Perfect. You're also going to be a fighter in that case. Not that that's been particularly necessary. Now, should we throw Max in the skill scrubber? And we get him exosuit training, which is really, really handy. Having him sprinting around the map would be nice. Yeah, why not? Max, hop in there, please. Oh, I did set his priority to be super high operating. Yeah, so we'll get around to that right now. There we go. And he's mostly done anyway. Perfect. Okay, let's get that done. There we go. I think that's Max finished in there. Let's check out their skills. Max, where are you? No. I am bad at this. There we go. Okay, hats off and everything. Let's put you in. Oh, you weren't even a digger to begin with. You were just a cook. Huh. How'd I miss that? Yeah, you can remain a cook. We just got a digger. Why not? You can be a very fast cook though. Okay, I did say I wouldn't go above 9, but I mean, it doesn't look like many of us are getting as low as that. We do have the massage tables now. Okay, Harold, you're a high spec digger. So is Liam. And Rowan, you were meant to be a runner, right? Yeah, you had a bonus athletics. Runner and operator. And an artist if we want one, but we don't. Cool. Okay. And let's just make sure that Liam's... Yeah, everyone's priorities are fine. Max, I can take you off of operating and digging. You racked up a few points in it though. And yeah, you don't need to attack anymore. Okay, we have so many runners. Oh my gosh. Half the population. I think that's about right though. I don't think that's a problem. But yeah, we have 2 diggers. That's fine. They'll get stuff done. Yeah, why not throw hats on them just so I remember all this stuff. You're a runner, digger. Oh, and Devin's a digger? Who knew? I mean, I should have. You can have another point. Why not? Are we going to push them all up to 9? Probably could. No, we want better food first. I don't want to stress them too much. You can have your super good hat. You earned it long ago. And Max, you're a runner. And a very skilled one. Cool. Oh, in fact, most of them are... Oh, I could get rid of your plumbing. Yeah, Lindsay, you're next in the scrubber. You know what? 9's fine. 9's fine. How's everyone else? Zooming around the map. Okay, these few skill increases should go a long way, hopefully. You got a better hat. You have the best digger hat. You're getting close. Rowan, you're new, and so's Liam. Cool. Okay. With that done, we nearly have a fully fledged out barracks as well, which is good to see. How's that looking? Slow but steady progress. And, oh, it's a cold boulder. A colder. There you go. I thought that was a geyser for sure. Thought I was an expert at spotting them, but maybe not. And yeah, how's that doing? Yeah, the surrounding temperature's gone, well, I think it's mostly below 30 now, so that's good. Let's just throw in one more tile, or 2, or 3. And that should be fine. Yeah, we've loads of water. Perfect. More and more coming in here. It's trickling in, which I don't like. It's a bit of waste, but... Oh well, I mean, we've got the power to burn, and I actually kind of want to get rid of this natural gas, so that's fine. How high is this in the priorities? Okay, that'll get done soon. Yeah, well, they're all sleeping. Okay, let's get that done. Very close now. It's probably... No, I thought it was at risk of overpressuring, but... Yeah, that's not going to happen with 2 people running down here all the time. We can carve the top of that off without worrying about setting off the geyser. And... we can peek in... if it happens to be a short one, like a saltwater geyser. They're 2 up by 4 across. So you can expose them by just kind of carving that shape. You don't want to dig this specific block. So if it's 4 across, the second row up, the second one along, happens to be the one that if you core it open, the geyser turns on. Fun fact. So yeah, it'll be this one for a saltwater geyser. You can core out all the rest with no stress. Like, I mean, I could even do it here with the copper, but because I'm a fool who will inevitably forget about that and core the whole thing open, I'm not going to. You'll just have to trust me. I'll do that. Just don't trust myself not to accidentally turn it on, and that would be catastrophic. I mean, not that bad. I'd have to wall it off like this just until I can bring myself to deal with it. Oh, nope. Thought that was neutronium, but I'm afraid not. Shouldn't get my hopes up too much on this map. It's not meant to have many geysers. I mean, it has a few. How many? Hang on, I'll count the geysers. I think it's 3 to 4 volcanoes, depending on whether that's one in there, but I'm pretty sure it is. So 3 to 4 volcanoes, not counting this one, and then 5 or 6 geysers. So let's say 4 volcanoes, 6 geysers. That's a fair amount. It's not tons, they're not exactly scattered throughout the map, but yeah, it's a few. We're very close to finding out what this is, but we don't know yet. Although, telltale sign that it's a tall one and not like a geyser. Yeah, as you can see, it's dormant anyway, but it hasn't turned on despite having cored open the sides of it. We haven't explored, or we haven't uncovered that much more. How's the digging up going? Yeah, progress is slow, but it's getting done. Cannot complain. We got another reservoir filled up with hydrogen too. Oh, we got enough that it's not gonna turn on again actually. Could put a... I don't really care enough to. They'll have to keep catching their breath, but it's fine. I could put the gas pump way up here, put it all down here, put all the hydrogen down here, but at this stage it doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, that just goes to show how much hydrogen was thrown off by those electrolyzers in the time we had them up. That's maybe half of it, if you count all this stuff as well. So yeah, crazy. How's that all looking? Oh yeah, we're getting these built. That's crazy. We've got some medical packs. Huh. Not used to seeing that. Don't have a doctor that can use them though, I don't think. Oh! Oh! No way! I mean, yeah, I won't say no to that. Another natural gas cat. Oh. A lot of idle duplicants. Why? Tell you what. Not for long. Easily fixed. Okay, yeah, we don't have anywhere to put that food. Could just make this deeper, couldn't I? Be kind of encroaching on the grave sites though. It's probably not good etiquette or respect for the dead. Tell you what, let's make this bigger as well, because I don't know if it has room for... No, we're 2 dupes beyond what that can actually hold. We're 24. Oh. There we go. Yeah, we can make the Great Hall that bit bigger. Then I could probably store food under it, but I want this to be a recreation room. Or this could be the recreation room and that could be food storage. For now. Put doors here and somewhere else. Or just above. I think I've seen it in other people's playthroughs that... Yeah, so depending on where you put the entrance to this pit, I think that's high enough that it'll submerge these in carbon dioxide entirely. I think. Don't want to risk all our food in it though. But in theory I could just make that the food pit. Oh, I know. I could have it accessible. Yeah, that's an idea. Tell you what, but yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Oh, when did I core out the mirth leaf? Whoops. Before I could finish off that, we have a new duplicant on the team, so let's find out who they are. No loud sleepers. I don't really like destructive. Yeah, I really don't like destructive. And we don't need a new researcher. Nisbet, you would be good. Diver's lungs is great, but I'm afraid not for now. Now we are actually stressing our oxygen production because I know for a fact this can only make enough for 10 dupes. If you look at this line here, it's a continuous line, but it's only got 1,000 grams of oxygen. And that... Oh, but is that per second? Now there's a question. Is that 1 packet per second? I think it's far faster than that. Oh. You know, I hadn't considered that, but I know that there's 3 full lines from a Rodriguez, and they support 30 duplicants. So that's, I think, what I was basing it off. But that's definitely more than a packet a second. Like that's 1, 2, oh well, 3, 4. Now that I start to count, second guessing myself. But yeah, it won't be hard to build another of those, so that's fine. And as I said before, we have the water for it. Okay, get this built. Whoops. The goal would be to get that built before the next meal time, but I don't know if that'll happen. Now, if we want 20 duplicants, I can afford to do a few... Yeah, I can't really do many modifications to this. It's got to have this at the center to make it an actual Great Hall. And I don't care about that becoming not a building every time that door opens, which is something that will happen. And I want to put these evenly spaced on either side. And since it's 24, that means there's 12... No. So 24 across room. 22 because of this. Means 11 on either side. Yeah, it's... Oh no, that's perfect. Because if we want 10 on either side, we just need to put that in the 6th place. Which it is in already. Perfect. So... 6 across. Yeah, they'll be sitting in groups of 5. That's perfect. Nice. I like when that happens. Okay. And then we can... Yeah, it just means the decor is even. It's the little things that I will obsess about in this game. And now we have just ludicrous food storage. How many ration boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna hold so much food. And it's completely powerless. Or power free. No need for power. How to put that properly, I'm not sure. But pumping oxygen into the CO2 room is probably not the way to do things, so how about we delete? All? I don't like that being to all. Most of that stuff can go. And it can all be set to cooking ingredients, and I'll just leave that. Well, no, I'll probably just deconstruct that, let's be honest. Could probably pretty this up a bit as well. Yeah, today is just explore, and that was a nice thing to discover. I mean, there are probably more versatile, having 2 of these is enough, and there are probably more versatile and interesting ones to get, like metal volcanoes, but I mean, I'll certainly take it. We don't even need to crack it open though, our power requirements aren't high enough yet. Invalid construction. Oh yeah, that's nothing important. Yeah, so it was just an explore the map, and I still need to go a bit farther to do that properly, don't I? To really do that objective justice. Tell you what, we'll core that out too. Put that to 9. Why not? Well, I mean, that's why not, but whatever. Yeah, and then we'll get Great Hall built and upgraded. Pretty this up a little bit. And second spawn are all objectives for this session. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Let's start with this. I swear there was a time you could build things on doors. But apparently, even when this door is closed, that's an invalid building location. Now, I wonder if this is still the case with a pneumatic door. Probably. So it's not great that that's causing problems. Could put the doors elsewhere, but it'll still give me the same issue. Could put them here, and we'll still have enough gas, so I'll probably do that. But then how do they get down to the food? Decisions. Let's have a think. I'll figure this out. We have so many runners. I just saw like 8 people come in to supply materials to build this thing. It's a little bit over enthusiastic. One person could have done it, but yeah, I mean, teamwork. I also moved this vent because it was getting in the way. Oh no, kind of messed it up. Oh well, that'll do. Hey, okay, cool. So I was half right and half wrong. You can only build things over a mechanized airlock, and the second it opens, it becomes an invalid room. Oh, yeah, but this doesn't stop being a great hall, so that's good. That's good to know. And you know what? We'll power it just to stop people taking too long to get their food. That could do with a new dedicated grid. So tell you what. Yeah, I'm a little bit picky with things like that. So let's put a new transformer just to do these few things here. Oh no, I'm gonna have to run a line across the map. I don't want to run it through the graveyard. That'd be so sad. I want to run it where there's not much traffic. Oh, you know what? I can go through here when I obliterate that little room. Okay, that's fine. And then, boom, boom. Wire bridge to jump that. Well, I'm going to delete all these wires anyway. Okay, massage room's going offline for a little second. That can all be priority 9 because I think at this stage you all know that's how I do everything. I'm incredibly impatient. Yeah, cool. And then we'll rip all that out and start to populate that with food. Now it should already, yeah, the more traffic this gets, the more it's going to fill up with carbon dioxide. And people spend a lot of time in our meal hall, so that's good. And why not put some airflow tiles in? I don't think they're not very pretty, but it's fine. It's looking at like a decent room. Shine bug gonna get trapped in there, but that's fine. Yeah, our massage tables are offline, but no one's too close to getting a stress reaction, so that's fine. One of these needs to be cooking ingredients. Forgot. You know what? The farthest 2 on either side can be our cooking ingredient boxes. That'd work. And then I've put them all to 9, but they shouldn't be. Probably a 7. Apart from the unbuilt one. I like to get the food in there as quick as possible. Because I don't like that notification. Unrefrigerated food is not a good thing to see. Now, do we have enough food for all our duplicants? Oh, just. 24 times 5 is 120. That's very close to the margin on that one. Which I don't like. We should probably put another row in for now. Even though we do want to change the food source. Did we discover any more of the map? I should probably just keep going with this coring. Like that. And I'll insert a little break so that this water goes down there instead of across here. Actually, I'll put in 2. That'll get done. Did we see anything over here? I know I put this to a high priority. Nope. Slow and steady, I suppose. Oh, we did reach the edge of the map. Good. We got over there. That's fine. Nothing to see there. And that's just more... Oh, that's a chunky slime biome. All of that there. Probably goes up a bit more too. Nothing particularly interesting up here. None of that is neutronium as far as I can see. If I kind of squint. It's all other stuff. But it's very cold. And then yeah, we'll core up here and that'll uncover even more. Can we just go that way anywhere? Don't want to do it in slime. But here, that'd work. Can climb down there, go across. Try and save them some time by not having to core through too much abyssalite, and then just oof, zoom. Yeah, that'll work. And that could be a 9. Because that's what we're doing. This definitely stays a great hall, doesn't it? Yeah, so that's fine. And these aren't going to get painted on, but at least they're there for the future. Oh, and they even offer, blank canvas even offers some decor. That's good. And cooking ingredients. Priority 7. Cool, so those are filling up. These can go. That can all go as well. Could even turn that into more emergency. Oh, you know what? 3 batteries wouldn't look too bad on that side. As someone who loves their symmetry, that's doable. And that there, and then we can figure out something. I mean, we don't have enough metal. Oh, you know what? I'd really love to get this online, just so we have easy refined metal. So, how about we make a moat of plastic? Do I want a ranch for it? Not really. We do have Dracos on the map, but I don't want to use them. Do things the easy way and go for crude oil, or the way that I'll need a rancher for. Use Dracos. It'll mean a room of hydrogen. It'll mean farmers going in to put mealwood. Nah. Let's go the easy way. Straight down. Now, how hot is this? Toasty. Very toasty. Might do it over here and let this salt water actually cool down this biome. That's an idea. Let's get you over there. And then, yeah, that'll all fall down there. I don't care if it mixes with the oil, because what's, you know, one liquid filter is not a big problem. Who do we have? No. You're okay. You're okay too. You doctor, you decorate, you research. All 3 are minor priorities right now. Doctor, suit wearing, cooking. We don't need another runner. Ah, we have so many. These people are just running around the map all the time. I mean they're kept busy by it, but it's just things like storing food and then running materials to things that need built. But yeah, I like how this mess hall looks. Don't like seeing that red every so often, but it is what it is. We'll get a better design later when we have refrigerators or something. Okay, recording that way. That's very hot. I think I wondered about that a long time ago. We might find out why. Nothing else too crazy going on. And let's zoom out. Oh, we've hit the wall there. That didn't take long. Oh, hello. Another geyser. Okay. Well, then we can stop you there. In fact, there. That wants to give off, but it won't because of this granite. Okay. Yeah, this is a survivable enough map at the end of the day. A couple of volcanoes dotted around that don't help matters, but I mean, yeah, it's whatever. They're not causing us issues unlike this one, and that was just really bad luck, I think, with this Vaxilator setup. So yeah, it's whatever. Oh, is this off? No, but it's a sneaky window to build up here, I think. Is it? Yeah, why not? How hot is that? Oh, it's still very toasty. But this is how I'm going to do it. And I don't much care. That's fine. It's whatever. I'll get up there, have a look up there. Yeah, we're running into the walls of the map, which is actually quite nice to see. No, how do we get in there? Probably up. We're going to go up to there. Don't want to back on myself. Is that slime? Ugh. Slime biome, okay. Where do we go? Maybe here? Okay. And down. That'll let us get in there as well. Didn't really want to go through that slime biome, and I definitely don't want to go through the 1003 degrees. I think the heat very, very slowly leaks out of these. That abyssite probably started about 45. Yeah. I mean, if you go into the stats for it, abyssite, its property is that its thermal conductivity is 0. But I think that's 0.000, and then there is a number there after that. It's just the amount of decimal points it's rounded to. It's not actually 0 flat out. And another weird fact is that whenever you core it into debris, if there's water sitting on it, it can sometimes exchange heat with the water, which is, I guess, a bug. Don't think it's a feature, so that makes it a bug. But yeah, oh, that couldn't be closer to the edge of the map, really, could it? Sometimes they spawn in the wall, which is weird. Let's get up there to look at you. Gonna make a couple of these. These will work as steps, right? Yeah, just about. Might as well mop that up, why not? And cross. You know what, 2. There we go. And then just core the top off it. Dig in on either side. Cool. It's a new 9. And did that show us anything more? Nope. Yeah, that's, I mean, that looks so much like Newtonian, but it's not. I looked at that before, didn't I? Okay. Oh, and we're nearly in over here. Ooh, yeah, don't want to go straight in there. Although, could let it pull down here, couldn't I? Yeah, that'd be a good move. Now, you'll get trapped if you try to build that, so maybe a ladder wouldn't go amiss. These won't line up with my actual kind of grid, but I can tear them out later. It's just a measure for now, more than anything. Oh yeah, another reservoir, cool. That's good to see. What else is on the map? Yeah, we never got up here. Oh, they're in ammo suits! Why did I care about the temperature? That was really forgetful. I'm gonna be forgiving to myself and say forgetful and not stupid. There we go. Cool. Yeah, so this is an exploratory kind of episode. Just seeing what's out there. How is the slime lung in there? Ooh. Oh, someone's managed to get into the air. That doesn't happen often. Some polluted or some floral scent in there. That's good. Yeah, we'll go that way. Curious to find out what all these geysers are. We can probably get just about every geyser on the map in this episode. That's not a bad goal. Just have a look at it. Still haven't uncovered what you are. What's the way to go in there? Probably sideways across here. What's the temperature? I want to stay away from that. Let's go down 1. And then I'll just get to there and stop. And of course it's a 9. In fact, that lets someone climb up there, so that's good. And back to over here. Oh, some sand. Okay, I'll get this investigated. They're taking their sweet time getting around to this. I think because I put everything to priority 9, and this requires skill, so they take a little while to get around to it, because not as many people can do it. So, oops. And yeah, they've been doing other stuff, because I queued up everything on priority 9. But we also got a new duplicant, so let's have a look first. No. Oh. Diver's Lungs is so good, but not a destructive person. Just don't like the death spiral, and I'm not very good at keeping my duplicants not stressed, as you've seen. So no, afraid not. What did they uncover? They've been digging something else. It's got to have uncovered something. Where have you been? Okay, they went over here. Okay, so that's not a volcano. That's just something that will be a source of steam power. Now, one of these can power a steam generator. Oh, not at that temperature. That's quite cold. 600 degrees. It's not crazy. Yeah, that'll power a steam generator for maybe 50 or 100 cycles. A while. That's very thin air. Weird. Okay, we haven't uncovered much. But yeah, a little ocean biome. No ice. No ice to be seen anywhere. Is that a feature of Iridio? Might be. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Just no ice. And is our pod off-center? Was that? No. It shouldn't be, but it is. I feel it in my bones. How... Am I going to get a readout of how many... What does that say? It says 100 and... I think 3. Maybe 6. Okay. 103, maybe 6 from there. And where? 104. Okay, it could have said 4. Okay, you're on thin ice. But does that look centered to everyone else? Maybe it's this readout is throwing me off. Yeah, maybe it is. Just doesn't feel right. Oh well, we'll find out when we put all our kind of grid in. Anything interesting up here? Just more caustic biome. Maybe another ocean over there. That's fine, but not crazy exciting. Okay, someone's finally gotten to finally gotten over there. Only to run out of air. Could probably do with another one of these, couldn't I? Just to keep things moving. And then, yeah, nothing else has been uncovered. We'll core in there and let the water fall in and slowly start to have an effect on temperature. Maybe. Barely. Otherwise, yeah, that's all that we've discovered so far. And we don't even need this second geyser, never mind the third. I mean, we're not exactly doing big things with power, so that's understandable, I guess. No one's sleeping up there yet? Oh, one person. Yeah, it's 11 on each floor. Okay. But yeah, just kind of uncovering the map, seeing what there is to work with. That is... oh, space exposure, yeah. So that's the top of the map. It's very thin abyssalite. It's actually not got an abyssalite layer there, between that and the corner there. Just obsidian, a big boulder. Probably the boulder spawned over the obsidian wall that was here or something. But that's not going to cause issues. Don't think. Let's put another ladder in there. It's all 9. It's all a 9. Okay, and that was a pathetic 6. I know I'm messing up my duplicants by doing this, but it's whatever. As I tend to say. Okay, and that's all falling out here, which means this isn't overpressure, and it'll turn on again, fill this up, and we'll fill up this biome with salt water, which admittedly is 95 degrees, but that's actually colder than some of the parts of this biome, so maybe it'll cool it down, maybe it'll just be a pit for our salt water, who knows? Don't like saying idle. It suggests to me that they're trapped. No, you just got nothing to do. I mean, you could put that meal ice away, but someone else must be on that. Let's do a little sweep command. And just throw some stuff into the middle of our base. They'll just drop them here, which is fine by me. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a lot of runners, I guess. They get things done. Not that we have a very high population at all. But a couple of sweep commands will help to keep them busy, and it'll just make everything more central, which certainly isn't a problem. Doesn't help us much either, but it's fine. Okay, we've got plenty of every resource, plenty of food, plenty of water. Plenty of food, he says, and I'm pretty sure that's the lesson we started the episode with. Could be wrong. Yeah, I really wanted to switch food, but we have no ice biomes, and at this rate I don't think we're going to see any. Unless there's one here, or here, which I don't think there will be. Then we're flat out of luck on that front. But that's fine, we'll switch food to... not barbecue. Maybe tofu. We can grow up some trees. Find a way of making polluted water, although we don't have a vent that makes that easy for us, do we? Bristle Blossom is often one I go to because it's decent enough. Although it's... oh, we could go for lettuce otherwise. We have infinite lettuce, according to our... you know, infinite lettuce for a certain amount of duplicants. Because that's a lot of salt water. Could do that. It's a bit bland. Don't get very excited about it, but it's an option. I'll throw in a grill just so I can look at what the options are, and a gas range as well. Not that I can do anything with them. But I'll put them in the map. It'll show me what I could in theory make if I had them running. And we'll link that up. And we have enough for one. Yeah, I don't like using this anymore, now that I know that we could get copper from here. Oh, it really wants to discharge. That's annoying at the granite, but it's whatever. Should stop saying that. We want plastic first. We'll get plastic next episode, I think. Not much of it, but a little. And we don't need much to build a steam turbine. How much do we need? Plastic is yet to be discovered. I think it's 200. Yeah, 200 kilograms. Okay. And some refined metal, which we can make just for the steam turbine. Nothing's been seen up there. No one's bothering to go in there because it's not got enough oxygen for them. One of our runners will get that done. Okay. We'll get this looked at. I think this is going to be a shorter episode anyway. We'll get that looked at. Oh no, it's not. It's going to turn out to be pretty much an hour. But yeah, that looked at, and then we'll investigate over here a bit further. And that'll be this episode. Just mostly exploratory. Don't think we built anything of substance, except a slightly bigger great hall. And we didn't even pretty up the graves. You know what, I'll queue that up. How do we do this? Flower pot on either side would be nice. Maybe some landscape canvases. I mean, they'd fit perfectly, but I don't think that's what we're going for. It's a bit of a statement to leave the deodorizers there. The bodies don't smell. Where are the hanging pots? Don't want to put anything above. It's not particularly pretty from like an outside perspective. I'll probably put portraits over them eventually. You know what? I will do that. Each of the graves shares a portrait. That's fine. And not put that as a 7 because not everything is. It's despite how I work usually. Gosh, that's running all the time, isn't it? Nearly. Yeah, it's getting up above 25 quite a lot. But it's doing its job. It's weird being so dependent on one thermo aqua tuner. If that went offline, we'd be in trouble. I'm just going to clear out the hydrogen so we can float up. It's an 8. Yeah, is anyone coming over here to dig this? That'd be nice. I don't know. You have different priorities? Or are diggers? What are they up to? No, no, no. Dig. Okay, Harold, what you digging? Let's find out. Where are you going, buddy? Okay, over here. Good. I want to find out what's over here as well. Is someone else dealing with... You know what? They will. Oh, they're teaming up. Cool. And they have to keep catching their breath. Not for long. Oh, yeah, they can only really do one block. Any wonder this is taking so long. They have to keep catching their breath. Portable oxygen in the form of an algae terrarium is really helpful. I was considering whether a no metal run of Oni is possible. I mean, I know you wouldn't be able to get to space. You wouldn't even be able to build some of the final objectives like the statues. But I wonder, could you make a self-sustaining colony? It would take a lot of dupe power because they'd have to move amounts around by like pitcher pumps. You wouldn't be able to plumb anything. You wouldn't be able to use electrolyzers. You'd have to rely on just opening up vents and hoping that they don't kind of cause thermal havoc. Because you wouldn't be able to regulate temperature very well, apart from temp shift plates and maybe lucky geysers. It'd be a nightmare, but I think it's, you know, loosely achievable. I don't know if you're entirely dependent on metal. Like, some of these, like, yeah, you just need algae terraria for your oxygen. But that's your only option, other than, like, using a deodorizer and a vent or something. I don't know. Or just a regular vent. Some of them give off, I think, oxygen? I know, only polluted oxygen, as far as I remember. So yeah, I don't know. Just a thing I was thinking about. Oh, there we go, another geyser. That makes this a priority. Yeah, just something I was thinking about. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments whether a metal-less run of oxygen not included is even worth doing. Probably not. Oof. That's not pleasant. 40,000 slime lung. And yeah, that's filling up quick. Really quick. Oh well. We'll let that interact through the abyss light, and it'll slowly cool things down, but only very, very slightly. In fact, what it'll really do is heat up this, but fine. I'll take that loss. That was still on a 6, annoyingly. I think we've seen most of the map. Oh, did we find out? No. These things sure do take a while. Okay. This one next. I always manage to queue up these pauses just before a new duplicant becomes available. No. A digger would be okay, but not one. I mean, a +1's fine. Ranching decorator, not destructive. May would be okay, but nothing too special. And yeah, I'm not. I'll push towards 20 slowly, not quickly. So yeah, let's get this investigated first. We have, I think, a gold volcano. Yeah, gold volcano. Okay, cool. Oh, gold is actually, yes, having a renewable source of gold is nice. Because you can sort of run out of gold. It's needed later in the game to make oxalite, the oxygen releasing mineral. So it's good to have a source of it. And it's a decently useful metal too. I mean, copper has better thermal properties, but gold, yeah, I mean, I'll certainly take it. It's an interesting enough geyser to get. And again, I can tame it to have a kind of self-powered system that spits out gold whenever I get some plastic. So yeah, definitely we'll get in the next episode plastic and then tame the metal volcanoes, and then we'll have so much metal that we can start to really automate and push for a higher dupe count. Oh, and we got that little bit dug out. You know what? I'm gonna steal Turner here to just kind of run there, and that'll uncover a bit more of this area. Sorry to disturb your sleep, buddy, but it was nearly over anyway. So, didn't even need you to come here to show that. There is another geyser. Cool. Well, I mean, the goal is to explore them all, so let's find out what that's got inside. Is anything uncovered up here? Yeah, just you. Okay. Well, they're digging their way up there and building their way up there slowly. I'd love it. Do we have... No, we don't have a... Oh, it's Hassan. I was wondering who our dedicated builder was. Now, you'll see stress is a lot lower, mainly because I'm not chucking them in here to do anything for us. But also, I think this is having a cumulative effect. The Buddy Bud drops them 5 stress. And since they're mostly at equilibrium, like most of our duplicants are getting 20 from the game's difficulty. If you see there, Frankly Depressing is giving them 20 per cycle. High Morale is -20. Then everything else kind of balances out. And the -5 every cycle when they go to bed and every time they wake up is enough to just bring it down that bit more. So I'd have to try, or well, I wouldn't have to try, but I'm sure it'll happen. But it's going to be that bit harder to push our duplicants to high stress, which is good. That's what I like to see. We unlocked a few more things. These were the last things before Space Age stuff, I think, if I remember correctly. Still keen to find out whether that's another volcano. I think it is. If my instincts are telling me right. Oh, so we got in here and never did anything with it. Might as well open that door and find out. I mean, and then run a duplicant over here and that'll uncover a bit more over here. But I don't know if there's all that exciting to see. Although, like, sometimes I'll leave the tiniest little bit of map undiscovered. And then in the late game I'm like, well, that's annoying me, and go over there and there's like a, you know, brilliant geyser under it. So probably just good to discover everything at this stage. Am I through? Yeah, so temperature is gonna leak in here and cool it down slightly. And slowly. Very slowly. But it's also leaking heat out, so not something I'm too worried about, but it's good to know that it's gonna happen. Camille sleeping on a frustrated natural gas geyser. Gold volcano. Okay, that can drop to 5 because I don't care right now. What achievement did we get? Oh, those both make sense because we got our spawn and we got dug in here. Cool. Oh, super exciting oil biome. I don't think they ever tend to be. Unless you have a glacier form in the middle of one and then gets boiled, but it's also in contact with the magma, so it unleashes the magma biome into the top of your base, which has happened to me before, and makes for an exciting time. You just have to cap it off again, and you can, in fact, because there's so much ice and stuff in a glacier, it throws out incredible amounts of hot steam. So I just put some steam turbines on top of it, and let that be my power source for about 500 cycles, which, I mean, that was fine. I wasn't complaining. It was just a bit of a surprise to see. So yeah, glaciers, they'll spawn just about wherever. Fun fact. Except for maybe, like, I don't think there's ever anything that would spawn that would break into space. If anyone's ever, let me know if anyone's ever had an interrupted abyssalite kind of section or something. Or like they start the game with gases venting into space. I don't think it's possible because there's always going to be material in the way. But I've never even seen it that, like, there'll be a pocket like this empty because there's no abyssalite there. I'm sure it happens. It's not a perfect kind of generation system. I'm sure there are, like, specific failsafes in the game where you can't spawn with, like, none of a certain material. No thimbleweed would be... No thimbleweed and no Dracos would stop you from getting Atmos suits. That kind of thing. I'm sure there are failsafes in the how it's programmed, but it's definitely not a perfect world generator. But that's part of what's good about it, I guess. Man, that is not central, is it? There's no planet. I'm holding it up. Yeah, no, there's no planet where that's in the center of the screen, or like perfectly between those two. I might be going crazy, and maybe it is. Who knows? No, I'm not paranoid enough to check again. Okay, did we find anything else out? Yeah, we just want to know what that is. We want to know what that is. Oh, and we got down here too. Cool. Still no closer to finding out if that's a volcano, but I'm willing to bet, well, something. In fact, no, I'm not brave enough to say that I can see that that's neutronium, but I think it is. Let's get you down there and find out what's in there. I've just realized we're on the wrong side of this door, I think, to open it with a bioscan. I think they've put their hand that way. We might just have to go in over. Whoops. That'll be annoying. Going kind of around the door instead of through it. But, don't know if there'll be anything all that exciting to see. But, yeah. That's a volcano. It's cool to see two of them together. This is just a random hot part of abyssalite with tiny, tiny trickle of obsidian. I suppose that would have been some hot rocks, but it spawned there. I was just checking it didn't complete over here, because the map is like a... It is continuous, that side to that side. If that neutronium wasn't in the way, duplicants could kind of interact with the far right of the map from here. They do that in space sometimes. But yeah, let's get someone in here, that'll be nice. That's of course at a 9. And every time I try to kind of record what is about to happen here, they go and do something else. They seem to just know. I don't think we're going to get there. I'm probably going to wrap the recording soon. I don't think we're going to get to find out what that is just yet. But yeah, or well, I'll wait for this. I'll wait for this one. It's just all a bit slow because I keep forgetting to put algae terraria in important areas, so it just doesn't quite get dug as quickly as I'd like. Now I could get down there quite quickly and find out what that is. Well, I'm already planning to do that with this. It's at 5. Oh yeah, because it's whatever. You know what? Let's find out what this is, and then we'll wrap the episode. We have one more duplicant available. I did a little bit of mopping there so they wouldn't keep getting wet feet. Oh, there we go. Gossman, a builder, decorator. With an iron gut, yokel means that they'll scale up a little bit slower. Oh! Didn't even take the time to look over here. Yeah. Niels, you're even better. Perfect. Duplicant 13. Perma-builder. Niels, you'll be a very welcome addition. Let's get you on building. How do I have Hassan set up? Because you're going to copy them. Okay, builder, builder, then digger. Cool. I mean, that works for me. Researching. Nope, 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 nope. So they never bother. Okay, and back to staring at this volcano until it kind of gets uncovered. Well, I said volcano kind of instinctually because most of the others have been, but maybe it won't be. Let's find out. There we go. That's one more buried object discovered. Oh! It's a water geyser. Okay, cool. I'll take it. It's nothing too special because the water is horribly hot. It puts out a little bit less water than the saltwater geyser, typically. It depends on the eruption period and the active period and stuff, but it tends to. And it's just as hot. Probably said that already. Did I say that already? But, I mean, it means you don't have to desalinate it, so that's fine. And I'll probably pair this up with the volcano. So all in all, pretty much equal to this fella down here. Now, I don't want to uncover it because it's pretty hot water, so I'll just leave that be for now. I ran a duplicate over here to check out a little bit more of what's going on over here, but it looks like it's just ocean biome, slime biome. There might be yeah, there's probably another, well, it's possible there's another geyser in this kind of little section over here. Don't think there's going to be one here. I imagine that's just a continuation of this. There might be some more volcanoes in there, which leaves just this, which I think is going to be one, well, and then possibly something here, maybe something sandwiched in the corner right there. Who knows? We'll find out in the next episode, because I think I'm going to wrap it there. So thanks everyone very much for watching another episode of Novice to Nightmare Plays, and I'll see you in the next episode. All the best.